Not gonna lie, this shirt makes me kind of feel like a pirate. Hey guys, it's Reagan and today I am filming my December TBR. The month of December is very exciting for a variety of reasons, but let's be honest, for me anyway, the reason why I love December is because of Christmas and cookies and no more school, people. So this month I picked out, not gonna lie, a very ambitious December TBR. Like I said, I'm gonna be out of school officially on the 12th of December. That is when my last final is, and then I literally don't have anything to do besides like work. But you know, that's fine. Let's just go ahead and get started with the TBR. The first book I'm going to mention is the book I am currently reading, and you'll notice I am doing a very good job with following that list I posted last month about the books I need to read before the end of the year, and that is Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Lady Taylor. That's right, people, I'm finally finishing this trilogy. I know, it took me long enough. This is the third and final novel to the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy, an urban fantasy series that I really enjoy. The writing is beautiful. I'm currently 140 pages in, and I forget how quickly. Her books are so long, but they read really fast. Like, I've only had enough time to sit down for like 40 minutes at a time for the past 2 days, and I've read 140 pages. Like, they read so fast. But yeah, I am excited to read this and finish this hopefully very soon. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the Prustopia Book Club Pick Book of the Month. For the month of December, our book club is actually working with Penguin Random House, and we are doing a themed month of Rochelle Mead. So we're basically going to be reading one of her books, but then also talking about one of her upcoming books that's coming out in April. The book we're going to be reading is Soundless by Rochelle Mead that just came out and has piqued my interest for a really long time. This is a standalone fantasy novel, which is just like tops. And it's deeply inspired by Chinese folklore, which again, as a history major, really speaks to me. The novel follows our main protagonist, Faye, and she lives in a village on top of a very rocky mountain. Her village is very unique in the fact that everyone is deaf. So because of that, they communicate through sign language. But then one day, everyone in her village is slowly becoming blind, which of course is a huge issue when you communicate visually. And because that people are beginning to lose their sight, the way that they actually get their food is becoming slower, so they're beginning to starve to death. So our main protagonist, Faye, actually begins to regain her hearing and is obviously going to be sent on a journey, I'm assuming, to try to save her village. I really love the setting and how culturally diverse it is, set in China, and I just love the folklore element. If you're interested in reading along with us, our live show is going to be January 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We will discuss our thoughts on this novel. Please join us and read. So on top of Soundless, we're also going to be talking about Rochelle Mead's newest book that comes out on April 5th of next year. We're not reading it, but we're going to be talking about it because honestly it sounds awesome, and that is The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead. This is the first book in a new fantasy series by her, and literally it sounds so good. But this new fantasy series combines two very interesting elements: Elizabethan history mixed with frontier worlds. Basically, our main character, Adelaide, is a countess, and she escapes the ritz and glitz of this Elizabethan world and runs away to the new world because she was running away from an arranged marriage she does not want to partake in. When she gets there, she joins something called the Glittering Court, which is like a school mixed with a business venture where young girls are trained and all sorts of like manners and things like that to make them like a really good fit for marriage and stuff. This book literally is just combining a lot of my favorite things. Interesting historical influences mixed with fantasy, mixed with court politics. Not to mention, in Rochelle Mead's fashion, I'm sure there's going to be one hot and smoldering romance. But yeah, so those are the things we're going to be dealing with our book club this month. The next book I want to get to is Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. This comes out in January, and I just want to get a jump on it. I've been wanting to read it for a long time since I've heard about it because it's definitely up my alley. It is basically a time travel book. Basically, our main character's on a ship that can travel through time, and literally that just sounds amazing and awesome, so I want to read it this month. I've heard fantastic things, but again, I'll let you know. Next book I'm interested in getting to is The Mime Order by Samantha Shannon. This is book 2 to the Bone season, which I read last year and really liked, and I want to get to this because I've had it for a long time. It's been on my shelf. If you're not aware, the Bone season's like an urban fantasy, science fiction, dystopian mix. It's a really hard book to put a genre on, but it has a very cool world. It's very difficult to explain, but no, it deals with elements of mind control slash just mind powers and gangs and otherworldly beings. It's really cool, and I'm really excited to continue on with book 2, and of course, if I read it this month, you will know my thoughts. And the last book I hope to get to this month is huge. Literally huge. And that is The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. This book is like, I think 1,000 pages or really close to it. I read The Name of the Wind last month, loved it, and I want to read the next book this month, or at least start it. I want to read it. I hear it's amazing, so I put it on the list. Of course, epic fantasy series, that's huge. It's huge, but so good. Alrighty guys, that is my December TBR. Let me know down below some books you really want to get to this month. I'm very curious, and I will see you guys soon with another video soon. Goodbye!